Hi, I'm Kimberly, and this is Kimberly's Ancestry horror story. This is episode 4, Going to Manchester. So, in the newspaper article, it said, a little after noon Wednesday, Samuel Van Hook, a farmer living in Buchanan County, 4 miles south of Lamont, was coming into Manchester, driving a double team with his wife and 3 little girls, the oldest 12 years old and the youngest a baby in arms. When opposite the house of P.A. Peterson, occupied by W.J. Bowen, near the Lower Woolen Mills, he pulled out a revolver and shot and killed his wife, and attempted to shoot a child of 3 years, but the pistol missed fire, and he beat her on the head with the butt of the weapon, breaking the skull in 3 places so that the brain oozed from the wounds. The oldest girl had jumped out and, seeing what was being done, ran and escaped. After committing these awful murders, the wretch ran to the Lower Woolen Mill and jumped into the race. He was pulled out unconscious by Mr. Bowen and is now in jail. It is the opinion of Sheriff Odell that Van Hook is insane, and it is to be hoped, for the credit of humanity, that such is the case. He has 2 other children, a boy and a girl. An operation was performed by Dr. Bradley on the 3-year-old girl, and he expresses the opinion that she will survive. In episode 1, I read this, and then I read a few more articles that explain how the little girl did not survive. Great-great-grandpa Samuel was taken to the Independence Mental Asylum. But we're here today at the mill. We did start about 4 miles south of Lamont, and it took us by car about 20 minutes to get here. So I don't know how long that would have taken driving a double team, but it could have been a while. I hope they didn't know that whole time he was going to shoot them and try to kill them all. I brought some flowers. They didn't do so good on my drive, but I'm going to leave them here for Mary and Alice. Alice was the 3-year-old girl that he killed. Mary Cummins Van Hook was his wife that he shot and killed. So I'm going to leave those flowers there, just in remembrance of them, with a little stone with their names on it. The mill has changed a lot since then. Here's a picture of what the mill used to look like. It is no longer here. They have done a lot of projects to the mill to make it better for fishing and for family fun, I guess. You can canoe down the rapids. There's a place down there to put your boat. We're just going to walk down the oldest part. I'm going to take my drink so the bugs don't get into it. I'm going to walk kind of slow. My cameraman is walking backwards. The fence is new. The concrete, that was all here in 1892. We're going to go over to here where there's a sign about the Quaker Mill Dam showing its history from 1852 until 2019. In 2008, the Maquoketa River breached this pond that was here, and now it's just a part of the river, I guess. They do have these rapids over here on this side. But the concrete, that was part of the old mill. We're going to go down the stairs. I'm not really sure where he jumped into the pond at. You know, a lot has changed since 1892. The water was super high back then. All of this is original. And we're going to go down to the water in the place where I'm seeing the old building. Well, there's pieces of the old building here. This was 130 years ago that it happened. A lot has changed since then. But down here is the water. Somewhere around here is where Great-Great-Grandpa jumped in. Let's see if we can get closer. It's pretty nasty over here. Somewhere down in here is where Great-Great-Grandpa, either on that side or this side, I'm not sure which side the lower woolen mill was. And it's no longer just a stagnant pond, it flows with the Makokata. So, we're gonna go fishing and just try to bring some life and peace to this place that was so horrible 130 years ago. And then we'll go to Rowley. I'm going to try to find the grave sites for Mary and Alice. But that'll be a couple hours. That'll be part 2 of episode 4. Please like, subscribe, comment, and watch more of Kimberly's Ancestry horror story in part 2. Thank you. Peace.